Good afternoon, everyone, and happy Monday, as always. So today I'm going to be doing the first of my mini deep dives, which is basically looking at a particular app that I may have covered briefly in a previous episode, going into a little bit more detail to show you exactly why I think it's great and why you should probably look at it and get it into your business too. So today we're going to be looking at Screencast-o-matic. And we'll start by looking at the best features. We're looking detail at some of those features and why they actually make a big difference and how they compare to some of the other products available. We'll look at what plans are available and the pricing and how that roughly compares to other things. We're not going to dwell on too much about looking at comparisons because I've done the research and I know this is a great one, so I just stick with what I know. And lastly, we will look at one alternative, which a lot of people use, but why I think that actually Screencast-o-matic is better. So the 4 best features that I think stand out with Screencast-o-matic, and these are pretty much why I recommend it to all of our clients and why we've used it now extensively for over 2 years in our business. So it's got a decent video editing suite. It's not going to make you the next blockbuster, Hollywood blockbuster with CGI on all the rest of it. That is not what this is about. We're talking about business grade editing to allow you to produce videos that you can use for tutorials or for use for actually getting out information to the general public for your business. If you want professional video editing, that's great. Someone's going to pay a lot of money for that software and someone's got to learn how to use it. That shouldn't be you. Pay for a professional if you want professional video editing. This is about creating your tutorial videos and creating your basic videos to be able to use in your company and for basic stuff getting out there, but without actually having huge amounts of added extras in there and features and overlays and sound and effects and all the rest of it. We're talking about what you need to do on a day-to-day basis. Okay. One of the other key benefits of it is the pause and rewind function while you are recording live. So right now, if I make a mistake, like I just waffled a bit a few seconds ago, I could now pause this. I could rewind to before that waffle happened. I could then record over that again, and it was seamlessly, when you actually play that video back, it was seamlessly play back without that bit that I messed up in the middle. That is an absolute gold feature, and not many other screen recorders have that ability. You can do that alongside using your webcam, so you can either have screen recorder and webcam, so it sort of appears in the box in the corner, just screen recorder or just webcam. So it's versatile in that respect as well. And all of those options allow you to have that pause and rewind. The other great feature of that pause and rewind is if somebody comes in the room or interrupts you, you get a call, whatever it is, and you're in the middle of recording quite a long, complicated video, it means you can actually listen back over the last few minutes when you actually get back to your computer and start where you left off, rather than having to scrap it all and start again because you can't remember where you got to. So another really good feature is that pause and rewind function, and not many others have it. So if you look at other options, check that out first before you go in and invest in learning how to use something. So it also has, as part of the package, if you like, the premium package, free online backup. Now, there's lots of options for free online backup, but the difference between this free online backup for video editing and say using Dropbox or G Suite or whatever else you're using for your online backup is that by using the provided online backup, it actually saves a copy of all the edits you've also done to that video. So that means you could have your VA in the Philippines or wherever else doing edits for you. It will then save it to the backup, and then you can then download that backup to your computer and carry on editing where they left off and undo any edits in the edit history. It's a really simple but powerful feature, which means collaboration between different people helping you out to edit one particular video can be done really easily. So another great feature, and in the premium versions, it's included totally for free and it is unlimited, which saves you massive amounts of space. We have about 95 gigabytes of videos over the past couple of years, so you have to actually pay for that to be stored somewhere. If you like Dropbox, for example, if you're going to actually keep that separate, but you wouldn't get that history of the edits. That's why we like that feature too. What else do I like? I've got little notes here which I'm staring at, which you probably notice I'm glancing down. So team collaboration, really good for team collaboration, better than any of the other ones I've found there. It's an online application, if you like. You download a recorder to your computer so you can do recording and editing, etc. But one of the great features of the team version, I'll look at the plans in a second, is that you can actually share a link with anybody you want who can then record, and that will automatically upload into your hosting plan, onto your package, if you like, which allows you to then own that without that person ever needing a license, without them ever needing to actually download any software. So it's great when you're working with VAs on an ad hoc basis, for example, and you just want to be able to say, oh, can you just record what you're doing so we can actually use it, for example, for a tutorial video. You just send them a link, they can then record it, and it goes straight into your Screencast-o-matic hosting, which is really, really useful. Rather than you having to get them to do it onto Loom or something, then download it, then upload it. It's just really slick and easy, and it looks very professional as well when you share it with somebody else. So the team version, as I mentioned, this is a great app for team collaboration. It is an online service, so you can access it from anywhere. You can access your hosted videos from anywhere. You can have up to 10, well, the basic package, if you like, for the team version is up to 10 users, so ample for most companies. And those users are reset on a monthly basis. So if you have quite a dynamic team that come and go and you have different VAs over a period of time, that's fine, because the licenses are reset on a monthly basis, which is a really, really clever but sensible feature. You can share, as I said, share a link directly, so you don't even need a license for people that are just recording. But if you want to give them access to the full editing suite as well, that's where they need those licenses. And there's 10 included in the basic package. The roles you can give people are either viewer, a manager, or an uploader. Again, that flexibility, allowing you to give a VA access without them actually having access to be able to delete or edit things is really, really handy as well, and means that you can get collaboration from anyone who works for you, regardless of how long they've worked in your company or whatever. It's just really simple features that make this stand out. In general, the editor is actually really more than adequate. You can do things like removing silences, removing mistakes like that when you trip over yourself. You can do cuts really easily. You can insert bits. So we often insert, for example, a animated intro and outro that we got created by a professional. We insert those onto our videos and have a little transition. My VA does that. We don't need a professional to do that. It takes 2 seconds or 2 minutes for them to do that using the software. You can put overlays in there, so blur out sensitive information, put text overlays, frames, images. You can also do things like, for example, if you've got a webcam up, you can then remove the webcam from part of your video, put it back in at other places, allowing you to make really professional videos. You can zoom into sections. So after you've actually recorded the video, if you are trying to talk about a feature and you realize, oh, it's actually quite small, you can't really see on the video, then you can actually zoom in and out really easily by just a couple of clicks of the mouse. And yeah, in general, it's just a very, very easy to use. And one of the best things, and this is probably one of the first reasons I actually went for Screencast-o-matic, and one of the most important features, is the tutorial videos produced by the company, by Screencast-o-matic, are absolutely awesome. This means you don't need to train anybody to use this. They can train themselves simply by watching the videos that are totally for free and available on the Screencast-o-matic site. You can check those out without any subscription as well, so you can actually see what you're going to get and see how good the videos are. And that is help.screencast-o-matic.com, and it's screencast-o-matic.com. So I'll put a link in this Facebook post, so you can just have a look at those help videos as well, and that will talk you through really the main features. It is just a really simple, easy to use bit of software, and yeah, those tutorial videos really do make the difference when you're trying to get other people to help you. So pricing. It starts at free, which is always nice, so you can test it out. And you don't get the editing for free, but you do get the recorder. You can see how that works, and you can also host for free as well, but it does have ads and watermarks for the free version. You can pay like $1.50 it is now per month for the Solo Deluxe video recording option, and then if you pay for the Premiere, you also get the editing. Sorry, in all the paid versions, so you get the ability to edit as well. For the Premiere, which I think is $4 a month, it gets rid of all the ads, and you can brand it, and you can also host longer videos. So for the $1.50, you can only host up to 15 minutes, but for $4 or something like that per month, you can actually host much longer video. I think it's 2 hours. I couldn't actually find I've never ever got to the end of a video and not been able to host it. So I think it's 2 hours maximum, but it may just be dependent on the size of your hard drive. I'm not sure. Team Premiere version is what we use. Now this gives, as I mentioned before, 10 full licenses. It also gives you all the team collaboration features, which allow you to have different user levels to access your online account, to give people the permissions to manage and also to view and upload. So that's a really, really handy feature when you're working with a remote team. And hopefully you are working with a remote team. And if you're not, then please let us know and we can help you. What else? So you can get also with the Team Premier version, you get 100 gigabytes per month bandwidth. And that is just a huge amount of data for most people. We've been going for about 2 years. We are a video heavy organization. We do loads and loads of videos, as you're probably aware, as we bombard people with them on a regular basis. And we've only got 96 or 95 gigabytes, something about that, in total stored on our hosting site. So 100 gigabytes per month is loads. What else is good about the team feature? Yeah, just basically, it's a really simple way to collaborate with a number of people remotely around the world. I can't really say more than that. It's very, very simple. I don't really need to stress that anymore. So one of the main competitors, which we often get asked about in, or why don't you suggest this one, is one called Camtasia by a company called TechSmith. And they charge about $250 for a license, and that is a one-off fee. So yeah, over a period of time, you may think that's cheaper. However, you don't get updates with that. You've got to pay for upgrades and or pay for a new license further down the line when new features come out. Whereas I like the subscription model. It's easier to stomach on that initial outlay, and also it means that you always get the latest version, and there's often updates to the software, and they're trying to continually outcompete their competitors, and so they're often adding new features, benefits, or making things simpler. So I like that. And also we got on Screencast-o-matic a long time ago. We've never ever had an increase on price, just despite the fact that we now actually have we have much more features now, but we're paying an old price, which is a nice thing as well. I can't say they're going to always do that, but it's been nice for us so far. The key thing about Camtasia is the limit of storage, even if you pay. So sorry, I should say it's $250 a month. Sorry, $250 up front for Camtasia, and then $9.95 for your storage per month. The full, I should have mentioned, the full Team Premier version of Screencast-o-matic is $17.95, I think, per month. And so you can, I actually got it up here, I forgot to make a note of it before, so just bear with me 1 second. Yeah, $17.50. I just wanted to make sure I was telling you the right figures. And so for an extra $7.50 a month, you get basically everything I've just described, as opposed to having to pay $250 up front. So that's one of the reasons I don't like Camtasia. Second thing is the maximum amount of storage you can get is 30 gigabytes. I've already mentioned we're up to 90 or 95, sorry. So we're way surpassed that. So it wouldn't actually be suitable for us. We need more storage than that, and you will do soon, if not in a year or 2 years, but in the near future. And you want a piece of software that scales with your company. So quick summary. Basically, I think it's really affordable for what you get. It's really easy to use, intuitive, and great tutorials to share with your team. Great team features allows you to grow and scale and to share access at the right levels with the right people anywhere in the world. That online backup I told you about, that's another one of the key features I like. We still do a backup to G Suite, and we have our drives mirrored with Dropbox, for example. So that's the backup of our all of our files, if you like. But this is different. This allows us to actually collaborate and edit from anywhere in the world using that online backup, which they have for free. And yeah, that's about it really. So I'm going to have to take that call, but I'll speak to you again soon. That's basically all of the everything I was going to cover. It starts for free, it scales your business, great for teams, backup included, and it's affordable. And that's about it. I don't really have to take the call. I just thought I'd say that. Right, have fun. See you later. Bye.